どうも、ユーマの冒険チャンネルへようこそ。それでは早速ご覧ください。どうぞ。Thank you for your time.
So good.
Where are you from?
I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
Australia. What do you do?
I am a dental assistant, so I assist with dentists with treatment and doing forms of treatment pretty much, like cleans, fillings, all that stuff.
You are a dentist?
No. So there's like a dentist, and then there's a oral hygienist, and then there's like a dental assistant. So we don't do the treatment, it's pretty much just like we help out. So when there's like two people, so you've got the dentist, and then we're like a person sitting here that like does the suctioning and stuff.
Dental advisor?
Not really. We're pretty low on the dental food chain, I would say. We're just there to help, pretty much, to like giving things like instruments, materials. Yeah, so we pretty much just like help with the treatment. There's a lot of hands and stuff that work around it, so it's good to have another person there.
Do you like music?
Yes,
Listening to
yes,
music?
I do. Yeah.
So what is your most favorite musician, artist?
Musician, artist. It's actually, have you heard of the K-pop group aespa?
Can you explain?
Yeah, it's like a Korean group.
Korean group.
aespa. So they're usually what I listen to at the moment. That's like the main genre of music that I listen to.
You like Korean music?
Yeah.
Idol?
Yeah.
You like soccer? What is your most favorite soccer player?
I don't usually follow soccer. I find soccer kind of boring. Not gonna lie. I'm not a very big like a team sports fan. I like rugby.
Oh yes.
Rugby. I don't usually like soccer. I don't like football. Like I like swimming. I like gymnastics. I like rugby. Yeah, they're like the main. I'm not too big on soccer. No.
You don't like team sports?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of team sports. In Australia, we have a very big like football. So like it's not like American football where you like throw the ball. It's more like running and kicking and stuff like that. I feel like football culture there isn't very good in a way. Like I'm not a big fan of it. So I usually like other team sports like rugby and stuff like that. And soccer, I wouldn't say like it's big, but in Australia it's not as big as say like AFL.
I am a university student.
What are you currently studying at the moment?
I specialize in economics.
Is that what you want to do? Is that something that you're passionate about? Like, is that something you want to do moving forward? Yeah?
Yes.
What type of work does that sort of give you? Like, would you go working into banking, or would you do like online economics, or what particular field would you?
I want to be entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I think that's a good thing. I think with university that it's pretty subjective in that way. So I went to uni for a year and like one and a half years. I did art history and curating, so like working in art galleries and stuff. Wasn't really my thing in that way. I think for other people who are at university, I think you should study what you feel most comfortable with in that way, and as long as you enjoy it and you have an end goal in mind, and even if you don't, that's totally fine. I think university is a good opportunity to learn in that way. Are you studying in Kyoto, or are you studying like somewhere else?
Next prefecture, Shiga Prefecture.
I'll be honest, I haven't heard of that. This is my first time, one, solo overseas, and two, like overseas in general. I was in America when I was 16, but I'm like making sure that I'm like learning. How long have you been in uni for?
I am a first grade, so for 4 years.
4 years, okay.
Yes.
How many years have you done? When did you start university?
2024.
Oh, you started this year?
This
Okay,
year,
cool.
this year.
Oh, that's good. So what for, like with this video as well, is this for like learning? Is it for uni? Is it for, so what do you use it for?
Next year, I'm going to go to Canada.
Oh,
Working holiday.
oh, cool.
Yes.
I mean, no.
So, this is
Like a learning
studying,
thing.
yes,
Yeah.
learning English.
Yeah, it's a very. Your English is very good. For
Oh,
one.
thank you.
It's okay. I feel like it's very interesting, sort of like coming to, because obviously this is my first time overseas, so it's very interesting coming to a country that is not English dominant in that way, but there are so many like English speakers, and it's very like, in a way, humbling, but not in a negative way. It's very much like, it's very appreciative that people like take the time to like learn English and stuff like that, and it's like, it makes my life a lot easier, and it's like, it makes me want to sort of like work hard. It's like be better at like Japanese and like learn other languages as well. So English is really good.
My concern
Yes.
is current to find a job in working holiday.
It will be hard to find a job.
Australia and Canada is difficult.
Difficult. I would say so. I feel like the laws and like regulations are strict, but I think that, I don't know, I feel like in Canada, I feel like they would have maybe a bit more opportunity. I'm just speaking on presumption or just like a generalized guess. But I feel like in Australia, there is a lot of opportunity, but I think depending on like which areas you go, I feel like maybe there's more. I feel, actually, no, to be honest, I take that back. I think there is a lot of opportunity in both Australia and I would say Canada as well. It's just making sure you're like looking in the right areas and stuff like that. And if you go to like big cities like Sydney is really competitive. Like they have a very big like competitive like nature there pretty much, especially for like work and lifestyle and stuff like that. But in Melbourne, like there is a lot more accessibility, I feel, and a lot more inclusion. So maybe there's a good starting place there. But I feel like there's a lot of opportunity and growth there, so which is good. I think Canada would be more. Do you like colder weather or like hot weather?
Hot.
Hot. Okay, maybe Australia would be better. Because I know that in Canada, it does get quite cold and it snows over there. But in Australia, it's a lot more like, because it's going into summer now, like it'll probably like 30 plus degrees in summer. So if you like hotter.
Which is hot country?
Hot country?
Japan or
Japan is a different kind of hot. I feel like it's just a humid hot.
humid hot?
Yeah, like I feel like over the past like week and a half since I've been here, because I was in Tokyo last week, that like the sun's nice, but it's always like I'm sweating
Yes.
all the time, and I'm like cooking. In Australia, it's more like a dry heat. Like it's just very like dry, hot sun. Like everything's just super hot. But I don't know, it depends on what you like pretty much. I'm not surviving very well in like humid heat, but in like dry heat, I can do relatively well. I think I prefer the dry, like Australian heat.
Last question. Can you speak Japanese?
Like very
Very-
briefly. You know Duolingo?
Drink. Oh,
Yeah, so I've slowly started to use that, and then I have a Japanese friend who's been helping me with like small English, small Japanese
Yes.
phrases. So I know like a little like kudasai.
Kudasai?
Like, it's very very basic, but like kudasai, itadakimasu,
Arigato.
arigatou gozaimasu, domo, konnichiwa, and then there's ie. Ie is no, isn't it?
Arigato means
Like does it mean no?
no, it's ie.
Ie, yeah.
Ie is home.
Ie is home. Okay.
Ie is home, but ie is no.
Oh, EE. Okay, so it's like yeah, okay.
Yes.
Okay, that makes more sense. And then I don't know what else. I feel like I'm just like slowly learning. I like takes time. Mizu is water.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to focus on like a bit more like pronunciation of things, like how things are said. Because I feel like if I know the words and don't know how to pronounce, it doesn't really like help me. Yeah, just trying to focus on the pronunciation. So, like even with you saying about the home and like the no.
Said ください and 水
Yeah.
So when you are dry
Yeah.
so
水
ください
Yeah.
you get to drink.
And then there's like and then like because it's funny because with the Duolingo it's like the most common phrases. So there's what is it? It's like, is it gohan?
ご飯
Gohan, and then
Yes.
Ocha.
お茶 yes
Yeah, green tea and rice.
green tea bites
It would be ocha to gohan.
yes
Is that like rice and green tea or green tea and rice?
tea and rice
Yeah. So like two
yes.
separate.
お茶と
Ocha to gohan. Okay.
yes
Ocha to gohan. Okay. See, that's what I was like really trying to like. I was like, oh no, I know it.
Are you studying Japanese?
I'm studying 2 languages. I'm learning German as well.
German.
I feel like German I'm learning a bit faster because it's a similar alphabet to the English language. But with Japanese, it's like, obviously you've got like a whole like character system and a whole like variation of characters as well. So I think that one's a bit more challenging. So I feel like I know a bit more German than I do Japanese, which is fine. But slowly learning, which is good.
Do you want to live in German?
I would like to visit one day. I think when I go there, I don't think I'll go there for a little while. I think I might wait a few years. But I would like to go there in future. And also as well, like my family on my nan's side is like German heritage as well. And I thought it would be like as a good, in a way, entry level language because it does have similarities to English. So just slowly learning, which is good. So it's like,
How about living in Japan?
Japan? I would live in Japan. I think if I stayed here longer as well, I would have a bit more idea about like where to live, what to do. Because this is my first time overseas and I am solo traveling. I'm a little bit like I'm a little bit reluctant to live here just because I'm not familiar. But that's like anywhere. Like you got to sort of like put yourself in the city, then learn and live and stuff like that. So I could live in Japan. To be honest, like I feel like if I like the environment, you can live anywhere. Your favorite area? Yeah, what's your favorite area in?
To live in.
Yeah.
Do you like big city or local city?
I'll say big city.
Big city.
Yeah.
Tokyo
Tokyo, yeah.
or
I-
Osaka.
Yeah. I did like I'm going there 2 days.
2 days.
Yes.
Ah,
So I leave. Oh wait, no, I actually leave tomorrow. Oops, that's a lie. I leave tomorrow night. So I'll be in Osaka for 3 days. Tokyo was good. Shibuya was very busy, which was nice. I liked Shinjuku.
Shinjuku.
Yeah, Shinjuku, which is good. Yeah, I feel like they were the main areas that I liked, which is
How about Kyoto?
Kyoto. I'm a little bit unfamiliar. I feel I'm like still trying to figure it out a little bit. Where was I yesterday? I liked what was the suburb? Let me look at it quickly. This one.
Inai.
This area. This area was really nice.
Ah,
It was like super green. I liked that area a lot, which is good. It was just so hot. It was so hot. It wasn't humid, but it was like nice and green, and I like being in nature, which is. But yeah, I liked that area. Okay.
thank you.
That's okay.
Thank you so much.
That's all good. No worries.